Hello again and welcome back to the channel, and I know it's been quite a while since I've done anything here for numerous reasons. It's just an awful time of year, isn't it? It's dark and it's raining and it's miserable here in the UK, but I've been keeping myself busy painting away, mostly commission work. Done lots of Wars of the Roses, American Civil War. I'm just starting on a couple of epic Napoleonic units. 2 units of 80 figures for the end of the month for new customer Tim. I'm basing them for him as well. He's actually going with MDF bases with a 10mm strip at the back, so he's going to put a label on the back. So I'll be basing those as well. As I say, I've literally just started those today. The other thing I've been doing for myself is this Commands and Colors setup. Napoleonics. Always liked this game. I've liked this game for over 10 years, probably 15 years when I look back. When I was introduced to it, I just thought this is my kind of Napoleonic War game. Now, of course, it's a board game by GMT Games, Richard Borg, and it's played with wooden blocks. Actually, very attractive. If you know this game system, you'll know that they're wooden blocks and you have to label them up with those sticky labels. And they're very attractive, but I've always liked the idea of using miniatures. And I've done this in the past with 6mm figures, 2mm. And I decided, well, I wanted to have another go. So what I've decided to do, if I just bring this in a little bit, is to do it with 50mm individual figures. Just for a bit of aesthetic appeal. And it's a very simple idea. One figure replaces one wooden block. So a British infantry unit, 4 blocks, 4 figures. British heavy cavalry, 3 blocks, 3 figures. British foot artillery there, 3 blocks, 3 figures. Rifles, British riflemen. Let me just pull the light around a bit. There we are. They're very dark green, aren't they, those? 3 blocks, 3 figures. They move and fire faster rate, higher rate. Just another example. British light dragoons. 3 blocks, 3 figures. The good thing about this is that I can recognise the thing. I've done enough Napoleonics in my time to be able to recognise the uniforms of each individual unit. So this is where I've got so far. I've done about 12 infantry units. If I just lift this one off, you can see all the French infantry in there and some of the more of the British infantry. I just want to pull you in a bit so you can see what they are. British light infantry units are 5 figures. Line are 4 figures. Some Highlanders in there, 4 figures. Rifle unit, as I say, I've only got the 1 of 3 figures. French, 4 figures. Coming back here, we've got some French light infantry. And somewhere in there, there they are. That's the Imperial Guard, 4 figures. The Grenadiers, anyway. Coming into the, again, sorry, just moving into the light, I've done more artillery. French light cavalry, the Lancers there. Always carry a bonus in melee, of course. Heavy cavalry, dragoons, cuirassiers. And some light cavalry in there. I don't know what else I've got. Hussars, chasseurs. But yeah, each block in the game gradually being replaced by a single figure, and I'm just regarding them as nice tactile playing pieces, really. They're Essex miniatures, 15mm Essex miniatures, and the reason I chose Essex, they're a very old range, of course. They're very robust. The bayonets don't bend or snap. You can pick them up and throw them around a bit. Just to add, again, I'll just pick one up here and I can just show. Maybe I better put it there. Each figure is based upon a steel washer. So if I want to eventually magnetise these stories, I can. They have a heavy coat of gloss varnish on them. Which means that I can... Actually, these are light infantry, and it's denoted by the little yellow dot on the base. So that's a British light infantry units are very good quality. There's 5 figures, 5 blocks to a unit, and they're quite good quality units. The game is so well known, I don't think I need to introduce the rules of the game, but this is a lovely little booklet. This booklet actually, obviously I own the, so just come out a little bit on that. Oh, hang on, bear with me. These are all the terrain tiles that come with the game. The cards, order cards, command cards, tactic cards, tactician cards. The mat itself replaces the board that comes with the board game. It's quite a nice board that comes with the game. But it does have commands and colours Napoleonics written across the centre, which always kind of spoiled it a bit for me. So I ordered a replacement board, and I'm just going to show you what this is. It's neoprene, the roll-up mat. Absolutely superb printed quality with these edge illustrations that I really like, and I really like the colour of the hexes. You can get it with or without the red lines, but these are the sector lines, of course, so they're part of the game. They're a bit heavy, but they're okay. But I really like the colour of the printing, the finish. I love the way it just rolls up into its tube, and it's very good quality. And you can see the edges are all stitched. And it really is a fantastic product. I bought this from, and I'm just going to get this up, sorry about this. Rolling mats, well worth a look if you're into your board games and you want to get replacement roll-up mats. They make them for most games. The commands and colours, they do 13x9 standard commands and colours. I'm sure they can make you others if you want them. £35 from Spain, ordered from their manufacturer in Spain, and took a week to arrive when it was dispatched. And I'm incredibly pleased with it. It's so attractive. You can see the quality of the print there. I previously bought the Battle Cry mat, and I was so pleased with that I thought, well, I'm going to have to get another one for this. I really like it. It rolls up in this tube, very sturdy sturdy cardboard tube, sorry. Rolls up in there for storage, and everything else stores. I made these 5mm foam board storage trays. Figures can be chucked in there just like you can chuck the board in there, really, because the gloss varnish gives them a high level of protection. I've actually stood everything up in there. Then, if I could just come down here a moment, go into the wooden storage box there. The other wooden storage box that I have here, bought cheap from Hobbycraft UK. They were in a sale, but it was a couple of years ago. I can't remember what I paid for them, but I think it was about maybe £6 each, and they're nice sized boxes. As you can see, if I put my hand in there, look. Everything's in there, all the cards, all the terrain tiles for the scenarios, and I just made 5mm foam board hexes, so that when I can't find a heel tile, but when I have a heel tile, it just makes it clear that it's blocking line of sight. You can stack 2 of those on there, maybe if you want to, just so that. But it just makes it clear that it's a heel and it's blocking line of sight. And there's a nice heel tiles that go on top of there, of course. But that's just a little addition, a little playing aid, I suppose. I'm not sure much more I can say. This is a quick reference sheet. If you're familiar with the game, shows all the national characteristics, how many dice to roll in different situations, moving fire, standing fire, melee combat, all the usual stuff. It's card driven, of course, so a player will have a number of cards according to the scenario, and we'll choose to play a card which will tell. I don't know if I've got one handy here. Well, this is This is a tactician deck actually, so this is slightly different from the main. But you see artillery combat bonus, all sorts of command cards that really make it an interesting game. And for a game that's actually quite simple to learn, it is very, very challenging. And it has lots of tactical nuances. For example, you know, you can make a combined combats, so you can have infantry attacks supported by artillery. You can have cavalry retire and reform. And there are so many little nuances in it that make it a really interesting game. And of course, there's this famous square marker, where if you put a unit into square, you have to lose a command card from your hand and place it on a square. I haven't got it here now, but you lose a command card basically to put the infantry unit in square, but obviously you gain the advantage against cavalry attacks. So a really good little rule that does portray that Napoleonic. You can see there's lots of extra Napoleonic. If you've been used to the earlier GMT games, such as Battle Honours, you'll find that this one has so much more in it, really. And the rules are so clear and simple. Sorry, I got low power. That's a square marker there. You can see that's a unit in square. And there's also all sorts of really good tactics they can use in this game, and usually you usually play to gain a certain number of victory points, and victory points gained when a unit is removed, or a tactical point captured, or a general. The command and control rules in this are really good. Anyway, I won't go on too much about the rules, and I won't go on too much about the game because it is such a popular game. Just to quickly show you the dice, if you're not familiar with them. Again, distinctive dice used for this game. Really good chunky set of dice. So that's it. I wanted to put something on the channel because it's been a while. And I have been keeping busy. I've been a bit down with the weather and everything like that, but I'm quite keen. I'm at the point now where I can almost play a game again. Yeah, I'm actually hoping to have a game against my son-in-law. Right, well, I won't babble on any longer. As I say, this is a simple project. Commands and Colors, Napoleonics, with wooden blocks replaced by individual figures. Glossy figures, very tactile, nice bit of weight to them. And that's about it, really. There's some examples of the British. And I've just got a few more to do. It's already, I'm thinking to myself, because I'm a big Ancients player. I used to play a lot of DBA, and I'm a big Ancients player, so I might well do Commands and Colors Ancients next, using Essex figures. Right, I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for anybody who's watched this after the very long layoff that I've had recently. And I will try to make more frequent, regular videos now. My channel's always been just about painting model soldiers, really. And I'm lucky that people still want me, still happy to pay me to do it for them. I don't do as much as I used to, but I do what I can. Right, thank you very much. And if you like it, please give us hit the subscribe button. All that stuff that they say. Yeah, my channel's been going a long time, just ticking over. I'm very happy to be able to do this now and again. So, thanks very much for watching. Cheers then. Bye-bye.